Have you ever been so humiliated by someone you loved that there came a point where the love simply went out? Tyrion Lannister spent his entire life trying to prove he deserved to exist. Born a dwarf in a world where appearance was power, he survived a family that saw him as a disgrace, and yet, still, it was him who saved King's Landing at the Battle of the Blackwater. It was him who governed when no one else wanted the responsibility. And what did he get in return? A cold cell and a murder charge he didn't commit. But the night everything turned was unlike anything we had ever seen in this show. Tyrion opens the cell. The escape was right there. Tyrion could have simply walked away, disappeared, started over somewhere the Lannister name didn't hang over him like a gravestone. And he almost did. Almost. Because there's a difference between leaving and being free, and Tyrion was still carrying an invisible chain. He goes down, finds his father's chamber, and there is Shae, the woman he loved, the woman he gave up everything for, the woman he sent away to protect her, lying in Tywin Lannister's bed, calling Tyrion's own father, "my lion." Put yourself in that moment for a second, not as a viewer, as Tyrion. You spent years hiding that love because you knew the world wouldn't leave it alone. You let her go with a broken heart because you wanted her to live. And then you find out it was all a lie, and that the man who always told you that you weren't worthy of the family name had been with her the entire time. What happens inside a human being in a moment like that isn't anger. It's something deeper. It's the ground disappearing beneath your feet. Tyrion kills Shae with his bare hands, and he weeps while doing it. That is the most disturbing part of the scene, not because it's violent, but because you understand. You don't agree, but you understand. It's the act of a man who just had the last piece of himself destroyed. And then he picks up the crossbow. He finds Tywin Lannister sitting in the most humiliating place imaginable, on the toilet. And here, George R.R. Martin does something brilliant. He strips away every symbolic layer of armor from the most powerful man in Westeros. No throne, no guards, no title, just an old man. Tywin still tries to exert control. He calls Tyrion's son with that calculated coldness, as if the word could still function as a weapon one last time. He says Tyrion would never have the courage, that he would never be capable. And Tyrion answers with the line that summarized an entire lifetime. "I am your son." Not with pride, as a curse, as a farewell, as the most painful realization that exists, that you spent your whole existence trying to be loved by someone who was never capable of loving you back. The shot isn't revenge, it's closure. Tywin Lannister, the man who moved kings like chess pieces, who survived wars, who built a legacy on fear, dies in a bathroom, killed by the son he spent his life discarding. The irony isn't cruel by accident. It's the universe's answer to the arrogance of believing you can humiliate someone forever without consequence. But here's the question that stays with you long after the episode ends. If Tywin had said, "I love you," just once in Tyrion's life, would it have changed anything that night?